So I just picked up the DJI Mic 2 audio device that you can connect directly into your Sony's multi-interface hot shoe and get rid of this cord, which is incredible. But we also have to talk about the DJI Mic 2 firmware update and how you can actually do that firmware update. So yeah, let's talk about it. What's going on, my friends? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. But we have to talk about the DJI Mic 2 and the new accessory that actually gives you a cableless design. Essentially, it connects directly into your Sony multi-interface hot shoe, and it goes directly into that, which gives you no cables. Now, does that save a little bit of extra space in your bag? Not necessarily. A cable really isn't that big anyway, and you do actually have to have a little device that plugs directly into your multi-interface hot shoe, and then you plug the receiver directly into that. So you're kind of actually not saving any space there. But when it comes to direct connectivity, this is what actually could be a little bit better and potentially maybe better sound quality, which we're going to be checking in this video. First of all, we've got to talk about the firmware update. Now, the firmware update is pretty simple on these things. All you need to do is type in DJI Mic 2 firmware update into Google. You literally click on it, and then you download the transmitter, and then also download the receiver file. So there's two different files that you actually need to download. So just make sure that the transmitter or receiver, whichever one you're doing first, is actually turned off. Plug it directly into the USB-C cable, and potentially just use the USB-C cable that actually it comes with, because you need to make sure it actually is a data transfer cable. But once you plug that directly in, it will pop up on your computer. I've got a PC, so it'll pop up on my computer. I'll go to my downloads, and I'll literally just drag and drop that file directly into the folder that pops up. I'll disconnect it, turn it on, and I'll let it go through its updating process. It only takes maybe about a minute. Pretty simple. The transmitter actually took about 20 seconds. So the way that you actually see this is you look at the lights on the side, and you'll actually see it flash green and red. And essentially when it stops flashing green and red, it's pretty much finished, and you can just go directly through to your settings on the actual receiver itself and go and check to see if the firmware is updated to firmware version 4. And if you do swipe across, you can actually see if the firmware is updated in the transmitter as well, and see what kind of firmware is in the transmitter as well. So that should be updated to the newest firmware update, firmware version 4. So this is the audio quality going directly into that multi-interface hot shoe with the physical adapter. And I do want to hear what it sounds like compared to the actual cable that's plugged into the 3.5mm jack on the side. So let's swap it over to this one. Now this is with the cable plugged directly into that 3.5mm jack, and I have noticed that it does run a little bit hotter when it comes to a louder, I suppose, audio signal going directly into the camera. Now you cannot actually adjust the audio that goes into the camera on your actual camera itself when it is connected through that multi-interface hot shoe. It automatically does it for you, but you can still control the gain output on the actual transmitter itself on both of the scenarios. So let's hear what it sounds like in post-production. I mean, look, in my personal opinion, I do feel like that it just had a little bit more richness to the audio quality when it comes to utilizing that adapter through the multi-interface hot shoe. I don't know if it was just my ears, I don't know if it's a placebo, but I do still feel like listening to that, and I've listened to it a couple of times, that the multi-interface hot shoe does give it a little bit of a better audio boost to it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Does that actually sound better? Does it not? Let's go check this outside and see what it sounds like outside as well. Now this is with the audio device plugged into the 3.5 audio jack, and I've got the hot shoe adapter that I'm going to plug directly in and see if we can notice a difference. Now we've got it plugged directly into the camera with the hot shoe adapter. I've obviously got the 3.5 jack cord here. Let me know in the comments below if you can hear a difference. Like I said, I do feel like I can hear a difference, and this multi-interface hot shoe does sound a little bit more clearer and just has a little bit more presence to the audio. Now, is this a game-changing feature that DJI have actually brought out? Well, no, because I'm pretty sure Godox has actually released this previously, maybe about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago now. So it's not necessarily game-changing because it's been done before, but it is a fantastic feature that a lot of other companies need to bring out. Didn't really know if there was like a proprietary thing or you had to buy a license from Sony. I still don't know, but potentially they may have to buy a license, or maybe they did buy the license to use a device that goes directly into their multi-interface hot shoe, but I feel like every other company needs to do this because cableless designs are just fantastic. I just love how you can just connect it directly into that multi-interface hot shoe and you have absolutely no cords to worry about, because you know, sometimes if the cord isn't plugged in properly, or if you forget to bring the cord, then you actually can still record, which is great. But I think the great things about these devices, and the thing that I actually use the most, is actually hitting record on these devices itself. So you can actually get 32-bit float directly into this, because when it comes to transferring the audio through the wireless signal, you don't actually get the 32-bit float signal. You actually get a 16-bit file directly into the camera, which is perfectly fine. It's still enough information, but 32-bit float is insane amounts of information. And when it comes to clipping, there is really no chance of actually clipping that unless you put this ridiculously close and you clip the actual microphone itself. So anyway, my friends, that was a quick video. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and hopefully it helps someone out there. And thanks for watching. Leave a comment, like, and I'll put a link in the description below if you do want to check out that little audio device. And yeah, thanks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, let's get it.